Right, hello everyone, back again with Simon. I was just recording, yeah, and it stopped recording, funny enough, so obviously I don't want it recording around here, but I was just showing you some chapels down this street. And like Simon's house in the flat where I lived in, was just over there, so it's next to the cathedral. So I'm just going to walk you around some of the stone, because as you can see, like most of it is made out of flint. And then what was that? That's the chalk, lumps of chalk.
Yeah, there's a lump. The whole built. It's all built with chalk on the inside, and they put the flint on the outside to weatherproof it.
Yeah, and then like you can see, most of this town is built out of flint, which would be bones.
It's cheap.
So this is like King's School, which is the private school.
It used to be the Bishop's Palace.
It used to be the Bishop's Palace. It's a private school, but there's a lot of hidden buildings here in Canterbury that they don't really show you. So Banbury, actually I'll show you on this corner here, was where they painted the first full card. So the tarot card, the full card, was painted on the side of this building. They've actually changed it all now. It was just on the corner down the top. You can see like, what's that building there? You can see it's like slanted, got Simon's son next to it. Yeah.
Charles Dickens wrote about it.
And then this is where we did the street party down this road. But there's so many old buildings down here that that you can't find online, that they hide. Where's the place that we used to do the art?
Here, isn't it?
You can see like all the buildings are still the same. This is one of the oldest English towns. But most of it is built out of flint, so it would be bones.
Favisham's probably a bit more older.
Well, yeah, that's right, Eric's down there.
Yeah. And they've got their own copy of...
So, yeah, we're almost in town now. Conquest House, this is where... oh no, wait, this is a different building. What's that building?
Well, this is the Episcopal Palace, and that was the site office. They built this first, and they put the architects in there, and they built the whole town.
So, here. Conquest House.
That's the site office.
This is where we used to perform with some of my musician busker friends that are now dead from this town. Like, loads of my friends have died here in this town, telling you. So we used to perform here a lot. Like, if you go below this building, there's like a little cellar bit, isn't there? Where we've like done quite a lot of performances. Yeah, basically. And what did they used to have down there? They used to do like the Knights Round Tables.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, they used to do a lot of their like discussions down in that room. You can feel it like when you're down there. But, yeah, so I'll keep walking because I don't want to make this video too long. But this is our old pub that we used to go in like, all the time. Like everyone from town would meet up. So this is the town with like, well, you've mainly heard me talking about it with the 14 ley lines. So they mainly run out from like these bits I'm walking on now. This is the Bell and Crown. It's our like old pub we used to go in, innit? How do we get to that building round the back? Is it this way?
We go that way, yeah.
And can we come back out by Siesta there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's It's, the original church was knocked down. They put that one up because they didn't like the style of it.
Yeah.
How are you? Alright, fine, you? Yeah, good, thank you.
So yeah, we did the piece of performance art around the world's smallest Jesuit chapel that you can't find online up in Hell's Place up there with Felicia and a few others. But yeah, you've got loads of like monks' gardens and stuff here. That's not the monks' garden, there's one up the other side of town. But yeah, I kept being shown this building for you to talk about for some reason.
Okay, here we go. We're going to go back here now.
Is that it there? What's that?
That's another little chapel.
Let's go do that one.
Did do a show in here and they didn't like her stuff very much. They told her to
Yeah.
swing her up, basically.
Bamro's our Mongolian friend. She's like, it must be nearly 60 odd now, is it?
You die slowly, my friend. Aye!
Sorry, Bamro, if you see this, we love you. But yeah, she is awesome, man. She's from Mongolia, so she has... oh, look, you can see the cathedral and that from here now. So the flat that we stay in is the next door, flat number 8. But so yeah, she had a piece of limestone from the cathedral, because all the chalk from there, which would be bones, is from France, that was sent over. And about 10 years ago, was it, they did a thing.
They still bring it over to repair it. They still get it shipped over.
Yeah, so Banro was allowed into the cathedral, and she did this carving in the limestone of like a pregnant woman, looks like, fertility goddess. So, what's this? King's School Art Centre. That's all in the limestone, isn't it?
That is in. Well, that's a lime. It's not the same as Carnstone, no, not quite.
What is it? Just new.
It's a limestone.
The Blackfriars Cleary Gallery and the King's School. Yeah, because King's School was one of the first schools, wasn't it? So it's just looks ancient. So yeah.
Well, I think it's.
Right, let's walk.
I think it's older than Ethan.
Where's the next? Go this way.
Yeah, we just come back.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is. It would have to be, won't it?
I'm sure we saw it when we walked through that way, no?
We'll go back down there.
And then that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, like when I started walking to work a couple of years ago, I used to feel like spinning underneath my legs, almost like wanting to spin the other way, and I kept bumping into the same people on that spot over there. It's where I could feel like the earth veins really strong, and then I started to research them, and then I started to feel them in other places when I understood what it was. But you know, because there's 14 here, you got like 3 universities, like Christchurch are taking over the place down here, aren't they? And you know they're linked to people because they have all like 40 quid tickets for their thing, and they have people like Beyonce and shit come and performing, and they've got so much money, they're just taking over the place. They're building their halls of residence in the new, in the old prison where the Cray twins were kept. In there. But all these little side roads here, you know, off town and that, there's loads that are like cut off and shut. You can't go down them, and I think it's because of what they have done.
There's a little garden again. Look.
But yeah, is it down there?
You know what? There it is.
But yeah, so small that we can just about find it. I kept being shown this building for Simon to talk about it. Again, the King's School, the old synagogue. Does that say synagogue?
It's a Jewish place of worship.
So basically, there is a lot of Jewish stuff down there because it's all Jesuit.
I don't think it's been a synagogue for a very long time, but
it's still here, you know.
Yeah.
Can you go in there?
No, it's private.
So is that it, yeah? And then again, it's covered by the flint at the sides.
I mean, how much of it is original, I don't know, but yeah, it's a really ancient.
Right, let's go to High Street then. And then they've just had, obviously, the Marlow Theatre built. That would have been built in another important place over there as well. I'm going to try and get this up for like 20 minutes. As you can tell, I've got a bit of a cold since I've been here.
Nice.
Yeah. But I know a lot of people in this town, and I've worked in quite a lot of bars on the High Street. A lot of us do know each other, you know, that live here. Like, there's a lot of musicians and artists that live here, actually, quite a lot of, you know, schizophrenic people. That's why I started doing the shows on it. But, you know, within balance.
You can't swing a cat in this town without brushing half a dozen penniless artists.
And there's so many homeless people here at the moment. It's not okay, you know what. There's just a lot going on here because of the 14 loneliness. Because obviously when you put energy on it, it's manifesting any thought, any emotion, and they spread out further from this place. And I'm seeing it's linked with like all this stone, because the stone's so ancient here and hasn't been moved. They call it the Canterbury bubble when no one really leaves, isn't it?
Oh,
the sun's out though. The first day it came out today.
Highest air pressure ever, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, you go into the high street now, you can see all the old cobbles and just look at the stone, because the stone hasn't been moved here for a long time. And holding a lot of energy. There's the Marlow Theatre. That was newly put in. And then this is Thomas Becket pub, isn't it? Because you have the blood of the Black Knight in the cathedral still. And obviously we know what the links with all the blood and the portals and stuff. That's a new... But he was linked with Thomas Becket, wasn't he?
Yeah, Becket, yeah, Mark Becket was martyred, you know. So.
And you have the Canterbury Tales down there. But a lot of it's weird times and stuff, you know, because obviously students, so you have a lot of clubs and that, because of its religious side here. They shut them all early and all the times are different here for certain things. Yeah, we'll walk down to the cathedral. I'll show you some of the stones now here. I used to busk here with some of my musician friends that passed, so I haven't really been back here since painting. But we used to do a lot outside the library, didn't we? So outside the library, I'll show you where that is, and this is where we used to perform mainly. So you have quite a lot of city gardens, and then it's a posh prezzo, isn't it?
It used to be the post office.
Where is the library? It's down there, isn't it? No. So I used to work in a pub down there. Let's go down to the towers quick. So I used to work in this bar down here, and then I walked you down to the towers. Some of my friends have done art shows in here.
What?
In there. Do you remember when Toby and that did it in there?
Yeah.
The Pilgrim's Hostage.
Yeah.
Then
it doesn't put up pilgrims anymore.
you have all the river tours as well. So the river runs all the way round. I've actually been on quite a few of the river tours. Loads of my mates run it actually. They used to come in the pub. But there's a lot of restaurants and students and foreign people down here and stuff. Yeah, I used to work in the cricketers down here. I used to have a shop called Pure Magic opposite, which is pretty cool, but they shut that now. So I just want to show you the towers at the end. Like my friend do like City Sound Project, which is like a whole town festival, and when they do that, we get to sometimes go inside the towers. Like we've actually been inside the towers at the top here. It's like dungeons, they're pretty creepy. But yeah, like the ley lines run all the way up here as well. These are the towers at the end. Oh. I'm 13 minutes.
13 minutes?
I'll do up to like 20 minutes. What's that? Another church?
Another Methodist, non-conformist.
Yeah, I mean this is just me showing you 20 minutes around, and there's loads more. So I used to live in the old tannery up here as well.
Yeah.
It's like loads of flats got built, but they keep setting on fire. Oh yeah, I used to run this. Looks different now. But there's a lot of stuff going on in there, you know.
I can't see anyone in there at the moment.
Here's the towers at the end. Should we turn around here? Can't bother to talk of them. Should we go all the way?
There's I think there's a bit of stone wall that's crumbled, and you can see the chalk blocks underneath. And they may have got round to repairing it. It shows you how they make these things, these buildings, these splint-faced buildings.
My friends used to work a lot in here as well, Black Griffin. We'd go in there a lot. Loads of my musician friends would perform in there. We'd just be like loads of hippies running around with no shoes on, with all their drum kits and that, you know, to each bar. Because we're all really close down here where we was. And then, yeah, so this is the towers. What did they used to get used for? I don't even know.
Well, I mean, it was originally part of the... It was never a fortification. It's decorative, but they definitely contract jails
And this is one of the halls, isn't it? And then
Which one is this? There's so many churches.
yeah, right. So yeah, my friend does nights in this place. That's right. It's a bar in here now.
Wow.
But yeah, the towers here we've been in a couple of times. And then yeah, so the place I used to live down there, I said the fires where the old tanneries where they used to like slaughter all the animals and stuff, wasn't
Well,
it? Where
they took the hides there and they tanned them, which meant, of course, the place smelt of poo.
Yeah.
The whole town smelt slightly of poo because of the tan yard. And when they knocked it down in the 80s and built houses, everyone said, yay! But actually, it was one less set of jobs in the town, wasn't it?
Yeah, so that's that building. And then if we got to the cathedral, you've got loads more going down this way too, down there. But
Well, St Thomas's has got St Thomas's finger in it.
is it?
Yeah, St Thomas's church.
Oh, we won't
up
go that
there.
way. We'll go to the cathedral bit now. We're in 15. But yeah, it was down that road, down the old tannery where Max and Josh and that had died. So they said 3 musicians go 1 week in there, didn't we?
Yeah.
And not even in the same days. So, you know, the stuff in the death certificates is just signed, you know, another lost soul or whatever. It's just something that isn't really right or not okay, really. It's just bollocks. So, yeah, and the power that Christchurch have around here, I don't think is very good. And I'm sure you said to me they had their own labyrinth last time in Christchurch.
Well, yeah, I mean, they do have. There's lots of stuff I don't know. I simply don't know.
That building's new as well.
What's that?
That army careers one.
Well, it's the same building that they've done it to take revamped it. Well, they've got a record number of applications to join the armed forces last year, but only 10% passed the fitness test.
What's that building? There's another church there, isn't it, next to the pub?
Yeah.
That's the place I used to work. Again, built from the flint, so vibrating out the chalk. If you put flint on a fire, it explodes. So
Yeah.
that's coming out of our bones again. Like I say in nearly every video.
Some stones do and some stones don't.
Depends what they're in.
No, that limestone will just burn down to.
But I'm talking
leaf.
about the flint, what they're actually building the stone buildings out of. What's this building there?
This is another choice.
Another one?
Well,
Can't see in there. Just walking up to the cathedral now.
there's a lovely thing to get me seeing. Here's our little river. Here's our little bit of Venice.
It's Saturday today, so I'm walking down here before it gets really busy.
Drove to the left. Manchester drove back. Well, hot, correct. So you can go out the top. This is,
Rearing horse again. Like a lot of those in Kent, don't they? So they like a lot of rearing horses in Kent, don't they?
It's our thing. We're Invicta, undefeated. We're the wild horse.
Yeah.
But I don't get that.
Know what the wild horse stands for, don't we?
Well, let's face it. We were colonised by the Romans. We were usurped by the Saxons. We fell to the Danes and finally conquered by the Normans, right? So we've been beaten loads of times in our history, right?
Yeah. Wait, what's the quickest way? Should we go cathedral? That go? Or we go down one of the little side roads.
Yeah, so they. to go to the charity pound shop and get myself some lighters. And things are going to get even worse at home.
But yeah, I'll just show you up to the cathedral a bit and then we'll stop. There's another little building here, isn't there? Oh no.
Well, yeah, I mean, see, a lot of these new buildings, well, newer buildings, where during the World War II they gave us a right bombing, the old Luftwaffe.
Yeah.
They gave us a really good bombing and brought about a fifth of the buildings down, right? So
You got like the way the banks get all the important ones. You know, this is the same. Like my friend in New Zealand, he's in an old bank at the moment in hospitality. They've got all these same arches. You've got these little cobbly side streets. Oh, let's go this way, Si. Go this way, Si. So this is the cathedral, and then it's this centre point here that I always feel loads of energy coming off. It's the statue in front of it. Yeah, this little thing here is like where my head was spinning last time we went in here for my birthday. I'm not going to go in it today because I don't have to pass. It's this little thing here. There's lots of pigeons up there. Look. So yeah, loads of limestone in there is from France.
yeah, cornerstone, yeah.
So even now, I feel like I want to spin in a circle. My feet feel like they like hover above here.
Hover above
My
that.
feet, I just feel like I'm floaty here all the time. They always do loads of work. What is that coat of arms in the middle there? Because you've got the Tudor rose. What's the one just under that?
The dragon and the greyhound.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, there's
There's
the
a
red
fleur-de-lis right in the middle.
Oh, there's a fleur-de-lis, yeah. I imagine it's like the, well, it's England and France.
England and France, yeah, and then it gets sent from France to limestone, and that's where all of our banks are linked as well with them.
He was a king, and he's both French, therefore he should be king of France.
Yeah. There's another fine art shop there. Castle Fine Art. Is that selling art? Marvel. Oh,
Yeah.
what links with Marvel? Oh, Disney,
It's a
Pop.
new art shop. Because it's just, it's just prints in nice frames.
Yeah, fourth dimensions in nice frames. No real art in there. Oh, wonder who links up with Marvel.
There's a lion,
Oh.
there's a lion there, look.
Oh,
See the lion?
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Wow.
It's like UV paint.
It's like a palette knife, isn't it?
Yeah, right, I'm on 23 now, so I'm going to stop recording. I'll just show you this again. And it's so weird, I always found that you have so many London stores down here as well. I think it's because you get loads of tourists. They always congregate on this bit, seems to be.
Get people from all around the world come here to visit Canterbury.
So yeah, right guys, I'm out. A lot of love. Bye Simon.
Bye bye.
Hmm.